Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing Mono Black Aggro. Why are we playing that? Because I've been playing for 2 days trying to put anything together that seemed interesting. Nothing. I'm tired of getting my butt beat. What do? I fall back to Mono Black when that happens. And that's what we're playing. We picked one right off the top of the charts, number 11 right now, Mono Black Aggro, and we are going to punish people for trying to stand up against me. If that sounds good to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, the one, the only smells slightly of elderberries, Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Film before a live studio audience. Thank you so much, Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing you a deck called Mono Black Aggro. Where did I get it on? Get it off of the tier meta list on Untapped GG. Currently number 11. Probably the second best Mono Black out there. But why do I want to play it? Because it said Mono Black Aggro. Aggro. Really what I wanted to do is that for the last 2 days I've been playing lots of decks and just getting my butt beat. It's been horrible. And when that happens, I need to break the curse. I got to go back to black. Back to black. That's where I'm at. And what I do, I just put together a nice vengeance deck and I go nuts. This time I said, I'm just going to go find the best aggro black deck I can out there. And we'll just start punching people in the face. And that's what I'm doing today. So this is what we got. It's going to be good. It's going to be stereotypical black, but we're going to be doing some vicious things to people. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards in the deck. We'll talk about a little bit how the deck should work, and then we're going to go out and we'll crush some hopes and dreams. Let's see what we got. Death Touch Chalk at 1, so cheap, awesome little gold landmine for 1. Creature kill. This guy surveils when it comes into the battlefield. A little bit of flying. Caustic Bronco. Everybody loves this card. I'm not a big fan of it, but it's in every mono black that's not highly tuned right now, so obviously it's awesome. Saddle 3 is a tough saddle sometimes. Deep-Cavern Bat goes after hand hate, creature kill. This one gets rid of various creatures and planeswalkers. Lord Skitter goes after the graveyard and puts out a bunch of rats. This guy puts out a little vampire bebe with lifelink and also draws you cards. Gix will draw you cards. This one forces them to discard a card and forces them to sacrifice a creature. And if you can manage to get up to where you can do a -6, you can separate all their permanents into 2 piles. And they can pick 1. That's always hilarious when you can make that happen. Also, Liliana, look out behind you. Your image is looking at you. That's not good. Sheoldred the Black Queen. There's only 2 of them in here, but she is a deck unto herself. She punishes people for drawing cards, rewards you for drawing cards. Alan Tex will, how does this do? Opponent discards a land, you create a 1/1 bat token. When Altex dies, let's see. When each opponent discards a card, for each opponent who can't, you draw a card. So card draw and potentially bat creation, and then some other stuff. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this. I don't know why it's in here. We'll see if we can make it work good it's got lifelink and flying and it's 4/4. That's probably why it's in here. Okay, Giggs' Command. This is the clutch utility card that is the most expensive thing, but you can put 2 Popo counters on up to 1 creature. It gains lifelink till in turn. Destroy each creature with power 2 or less. That is so good in the meta right now. Unfortunately, it's the vast majority of your creatures as well. Return 2 creatures from your graveyard to your hand, and each opponent sacrifices a creature with the highest power amongst creatures. You can pick 2 of those things. Virtue Persistence will only cost you 2 because you do -3, and then you gain 2 life. But if you manage to get up to 7, you can put it out, at which point you get to start taking creatures from any graveyard, put it under your control at the beginning of your upkeep. This guy's a man land and 22 swamps. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to control the board. We got a bunch of that. Put it about a bunch of little dudes out. Attack, grind this guy down. And then hopefully with our big guys like Sheoldred or Aclazotz, we'll win the game. They won't be able to do anything because we'll have a lot of control. I'm surprised this thing's called Aggro. It's aggro because there's just so many things in the first 3 rounds there. But this deck is really very control-y. Very, very control-y. So if anything, I'd say this is more aggro control. All right, so before we go out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Toxrill, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. All right, we're playing against Snocc. 1, 2, 3. All right, this guy's going to go full bore on the red, which means we have to survive the early game. Meaning we got to be tricksy with go for the throat. He's just going to sacrifice it, get his 8 in. All right, let's bat up, see what he's got. I think as any time that I kill anything, the bat will just die. Give it back to him, that's fine. Alright, 3. We just have the ability to kill something. We'll wait till his turn to do it. Wait for him to try to pump something up. Kill off the scamp early. That was a weird choice on his part. I'd say we'll kill off the scamp now. Alright, let's get Sheoldred out. No prowess or anything. That's +2. So that's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll tell you, we're just going to kill off this guy. All right, you got to play it hard, man. Cast your spells. You're about to run out of everything. You're about to run out of gas in your tank, and the Sheoldreds will keep me alive. All right, I tell you, I'm gonna be tricksy when it comes to go for the throat. Need you to waste some of those cards in your hand. That's what it feels like. All right, so you are a man land. Negative, I'm okay on mana. I really am. mean, I guess I should have sent a Foundry in. What does it cost? 2 to turn into a 2/2? I can always use it as a defender. He's gonna kill off the Dreamthief. Nope, he's just gonna go for my throat. And we win! In your face, Snocc double C! Victory! And we're playing against Xanth. A place of wonder and enchantment. Keep. Ooh, it's gonna be a hootie. Get on out there, my friend. Yeah, we need mana at this point. Now we gotta make some decisions. Kite Chrome. Avian Scepter is kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. Get him! Alright, so what do we go for 3? Gix? We can draw some more cards? Probably. Take action! Take action! Alright, we got 2 mana out of the deal. We'll be able to get Sheoldred out on this next turn. Play some sort of weird Azorius combo on me. Don't have a counterspell, jerkwad. That's what you had, and you went after Gix. Alright, we're 5. We'll get out with the bat to start off with. And Preacher it up. Sheoldred, the Black Queen, doing what she does best. Dominating. Alright, here's the deal. If I go in Sheoldred again, what's going to happen? Let's go at this. Keep the pump going. Cool. And let's just send in our Pal Preacher. Alright, you want to try to double up? Do something tricksy on me here? Nope, you're just going to chump. Yeah, unfortunately, he's got that, whatever that thing is, it's Elemental Elk. He gains life for it. That's legendary, my friend. Just keep wasting. I thought you didn't get anything out of it but a fish. Give up a fish. I know you want to. All right, he's down to one fish. Let's see if we can stop him from gaining life. A lot of shoulder. At least I can waste a shoulder at this point. I should have killed off the fish before I sent in my guys. Otherwise, he'll just chump. Take action. I'll tell you, we'll put out some of these super fairies here. I got lots of mana. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. He's down to a single card he's drawing. He's top decking. And we win. In your face, Jelly Bean Joe Jackson. We're playing against Anura. Keep. I get out the toxic early if I can. All right, another land. Sure. Sacrifice your mouse for it? No, you want to keep that mouse. I don't know why. Well, they're going through a lot, just this early mouse issue here. Yeah, we'll take that action. All right, we got ourselves a preacher. You know, I'm going to play defense. He can pump his guy up. I really can't do anything about it at the moment. He's only got the one guy. This was a legendary as well, though. Ooh, I guess I'd block with both, wouldn't I? It's not always and forever, is it? It is. Let's see. So I've got 4. I got a 2 right there. Send in what we got. Just wait. You want to pump it again? Pump it again. Pump it, pump it, pump it. All right, do I want to steal that last card from him? That's the question. Let's just put this guy out. So if you want a death touch, you can touch my death. There you go. Let it go. All right, interesting choices there. I got enough to... who do I want to bump up here? Let's wipe his board. Give my lifelinker what it needs to survive. There we go. Now he's stuck without a creature. Yawgmoth. Yawgmoth. Alright, we're rolling in it. We got more than enough to kill him. And he's gone. Sucker, sucker, fish. Alright, we're playing against Daro. We got control, control, control. A little bit of this guy. We got a guy right there. Need to work our way up to 3 mana. Good, we got what we need. Alright, now he's got to sit there and kill his guys. Let's turn off his mouse. Gotta say, being able to turn off the other person's pet is making things so much better. I have no choice in this matter here. You just get rid of Preacher. I can't do anything with Preacher till turn. I have 5 mana now. Now he knows that anytime he puts a guy out, I'm just going to kill it. I'm packing for elephants at this point. I killed them. So he's playing rabbits on me here. More kills. Can't do anything else till 5. We got him up to 4 poison counters already, though. Seem to be making more progress that way. That's me playing cat stuff on my turn, because I couldn't play it on his turn. Alright, all in! We need to saddle 3, so guess who's not saddling him? Our pal, the Skulldweller. All right, so I've got Singleton 1. If I destroy things with 2 or less, it destroys all my guys. I got 5 straight up. This guy would get killed by it as well. What do I have in here? Do things return? No, nothing at all. This is going to cost me, but I can live with it. All right, Duffy Moon. Death. Unalive. All right, you want to throw your guy in front? There you go. Keep the chumps going. And we win! In your face, Bahamut Princess. Alright, playing against John. It's not a name, it's a thing, so this is obviously a slang term for a bathroom. 1, 2, 3. Deep. Nice curve here. Sure. I probably have to drink this guy's soul. We'll kill this guy off this turn. Kill him by the small. Kill him by the small. All right, 3/3, got a couple 2s. Depending upon what he puts out, we'll because Liliana will help to pin things down, but I got to get him down to a single card if that's the case. Like, if he's not doing anything right now, put more creatures out, that's the only creature he's got. Liliana's going to be a great choice for the next turn. He's going to hate this. There's no super instant that'll come in and kill her. You want to come kill Liliana? There you go. Good job. Waste your time. All right, Singleton 1. Can't do anything. There's nothing out there to shoot. You have 2 shooters. You can just wait for the bat to show down. Why would you want to do that? Just so you could draw a card? You just don't want me to have that? You wanted to put the little curse on there? The roll? There we are. You got trample. I'm going to have to take it. Alright, so if we really want to kill this guy, we're going to have to put out the bats. What I could do is just focus on gaining life. Life gain is the curse of mono red. Have my life, but I'll give him 3 back. Can't afford to lose life at the moment. Alright, he's up to... yeah, let's do it. Come on, anything that would do... There we go. Can't take it, though. Sure, one more. That just is stupid. I was hoping that we can get a creature kill in the mix there, and cut down is the turn in my hand. There we go. I try to spit the other guy out, I could just kill it. That'll be fantastic. Alright, back up to 5. No, we're good. Decline, 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 decline. I don't have the mana, I don't have the life to spend on this. I gotta wait for him to try to blow that thing up. What's that gonna do to him? That's fine. We're still at 5. Pass the blockers. There we go. I was worried about what he had in his hand. There you go. Suck it, sucker fish. Alright, so here we are with Mono Black Aggro from the Untapped GG tiered list, number 11 currently today. And what did I think about it? I thought it was great. I mean, it's boring, you know, because it's the same mid-rangey kind of thing we saw. It calls it aggro. I'm not exactly sure why we'd call it aggro. I mean, we don't have anything that goes above 5. There's not a whole lot going up at 5. Maybe that's why. You can see the first 3 things are just completely chalked to the top. There's also a lot of, it felt like, control in here. If Liliana does. Sheoldred's Edict, go for the throat. And cut down, but you're playing mono black. Of course, you got to play that stuff. Virtue of persistence. That's really why I wanted to play it today. So, yeah, I mean, it is a great deck. Is it? You know, the weird part is that it's not the best mono black deck that's out there, but it's definitely up there. Which is why I took this over to ranked and I played it in the ranked because it should do good out there, and it did very well out there. All right, so let's just see who was the MVP. Who's the most valuable player? You know, at the time I was playing with this deck, the most valuable player was probably Gix, because Gix was the consistent card draw. And this deck is a utility deck, which, you know, it's like you never know exactly what you're going to need until you're playing against somebody. But this deck almost always has the answer. What doesn't this deck have an answer to? Like artifacts, right? Artifacts and possibly enchantments. It doesn't have any way of dealing with that kind of stuff. But in reality, it's supposed to be about getting out cheap dudes, coming at them fast, keeping the board clean, and then punishing them with things like Sheoldred. But, you know, this deck's not big on the 4s and the 5s. So, it does what it can with the guys it has. Gix was really your main guy as far as getting to the tools that you need to be able to go after your opponent. So I'm going to give it to you, Gix. You are the MVP. Congratulations. All right, was this deck fun? Yeah. Why was it fun? Because it was a good aggro deck. It had the word aggro in it. You can see it loaded up in the first 3 there. This deck was definitely pounding out creatures. You had a lot to do within the first 3 rounds. Even if I wasn't able to put creatures out, I was able to destroy their creatures. Provided I was going against somebody that was playing creaturey. Between these things, either I was going at them or I was killing their stuff. That felt good. It was a good way of playing, and it's what I'm looking for in mono black. All right, was this deck interesting? Nope. I mean, was there any Bloomburrow in here at all? Let's take a look. We're just keeping going. Bloomburrow. Anything Bloomburrow in here? Nothing. So there's a little bit in here from Thunder Junction. But this is really a bunch of old cards over time. It's probably, pretty particular. It's like this is mono black as far as having like Sheoldred and Gix's Command, Preacher of the Schism, Liliana, Gix, Go for the Throat. I mean, it's just a few little weird ones tucked in here every once in a while. But this is pretty much cookie cutter mono black without any sort of thing to it. But, if you haven't played it in a while, if you have not played it for yourself because you're relatively new, this is the mono black deck, and it is worth playing. All right, so let's add this thing up. Was this deck competitive? Absolutely. We didn't even talk about that. How well did this thing do competitive-wise? I'll go back to my thing. I had 75% on ranked, and on play, I had 100%. So as you see, this deck was outstanding as far as being competitive. So let's go forward. Was this deck competitive? Absolutely. Was this thing fun? Absolutely. Was this deck interesting? No. I mean, if you've never played it before, yeah, you'll be knocked your socks off. But for those of you that have been playing for a while, you've seen this before. You probably played it before. All right, so there we go. Mono Black Aggro. Let's give it a score. I'm going to give this one a solid A, just because, like I said, it is super competitive. It is fun to play if you're a mono black player, and it's aggro. It's just that there's nothing super interesting in it. It's just a slightly different variation because we got a few weird cards in here, but overall, it's what we've seen in the past. All right, so there you go, straight A deck. If you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.